Hi, everybody. It's Tanya from Tango Business Coaching. Um, on our journey for our 30-day leadership challenge, this is day two. And day two, we are going to talk about imposter syndrome. And I chose this to sort of be one of the early ones because, by and large, probably one of the most popular topics that I deal with leaders and my coaching clients. And so, thought it would be a good one for us to start here as we master self leadership. So, as you start thinking about imposter syndrome and wondering what it is the voice in your head that says things like, I don't belong here. I'm not good enough for this particular project role, whatever it is that you're doing. I'm not skilled enough. I'm not knowledgeable enough. Um, I'm going to just fake it till I make it. That's a good popular one that we hear often. Um, Something like the gig is going to be up soon. They're going to figure me out and know that I'm a fraud. So if you catch yourself with this little voice in your head saying anything along those lines, you're probably suffering from imposter syndrome. And as we think about what the definition is about that, it's really about an internal feeling that people have um, about being a fraud, really, and the inability for individuals to internalize their accomplishments and their experiences and their skills and knowledge. So that's really what we're dealing with. And if you think about what the impacts of that could be, over time, it obviously impacts your performance. It can impact your mental well being. It certainly will take you out of the presence of the here and now as you're ruminating about all the things you're worrying about. So, something really important to deal with and tackle early on in your leadership journey and generally in life, right? So, as we talk about self leadership and how you want to show up every day. So, how do you tackle it, right? So, I have two ideas anyway. So the first one is to really just normalize this. I recently read a study that 7 out of 10, so 70% of your employees who work inside of an organization, are dealing with imposter syndrome right now. 70%. That is a lot of people that are dealing with this internal dialogue inside their mind about them not being good enough, about being a fraud, and not acknowledging all of the amazing experiences and accomplishments that people have had along the way. 70%. It's universal too, right? So this goes across the globe. So this is not a thing that is unique to one individual or unique to you specifically. That this is a universal phenomenon that happens with people, right? So just know that. And even public figures like Michelle Obama, Albert Einstein, Tom Hanks, and even Maya Angelou have come forward very bravely and talked about the fact that they've felt imposter syndrome along the way as well. So nobody gets to get away from this. We've all had it, myself included. So that's the first thing. So just understand that this is normal. And because it's so normal, I would say the second thing that you could do to tackle this is just really be vulnerable about it. So bring on your Brene Brown and talk about it. Open that kimono up and have a conversation with people about the fact that, you're human, you're on a learning journey, that you just don't know everything. You can't possibly know everything, obviously. And we're going to stumble along the way as we become competent in whatever it is, the thing that we're talking about. So, that that is self-leadership. And the more honest you are and the more you are vulnerable and share your story about how you're actually feeling, the more you become relatable to other people, right? And then as more people relate to you and understand that your story is very similar to their own story, the more they're going to want to follow you and the more they're going to trust you. And isn't that one of the huge foundations of leadership to begin with? So master this conversation, master this ownership of the fact that you're human and you're fallible and we're all on a learning journey together, right? So your challenge today is to choose the one thing that you are faking it or you feel a fraud about. What is your imposter syndrome? What is the one thing you are worried about? So I want you to acknowledge it, practice it, write it down, talk to yourself in the mirror, whatever it is, bring it into your awareness so that you can acknowledge what that is. Now, I know that some people are going to be very confronted by this, and it's going to be really, really hard to bring that into your awareness. Try it anyway. Try it, and if it's too hard for you to get there, ask yourself a question like, what if you could, right? What if you could shift your mindset around this imposter syndrome? What if you could decide that, you're not perfect and you could say that out loud? What would happen if you could say that? Now, for those of you who are like, cool, Tanya, I for sure have an imposter syndrome. I need to really crack this nut. So, for today, the stretch goal for you is to bring it into your awareness, acknowledge it, write it down, and then have a conversation with somebody about that. Somebody you trust. And if you really want to stretch yourself, talk to one of your employees or a peer about it. So, those are your challenges for today. There's a couple of nuggets in there for you. Try it on for size and let me know how it goes. As always, if you need the 30-day leadership challenge tracker, message me and I will get that out to you. And good luck with today's challenge. And I will see you here tomorrow for day 3. Good luck.